gets a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw. It's Casey. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Look out, he's got room. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Dropping back, it's Casey. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll heave it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And the Horned Frogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Moves away as he feels pressure. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, going to the air. Going over the top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Lewis wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, TCU.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He wants to change this route. Lewis to throw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards in with it.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Here's a heat. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Lewis to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They just keep firing. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Fires to the right. Got him downfield.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Colorado. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. To the air, it's Casey. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nice move there. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Casey. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Man, maybe the most meaningful game in college football in recent years is underway. Michigan and Ohio State, and we have a quick update. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if he's got it on the outside. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Miller. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Casey. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Baker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's reeled in. It's Baker. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. And off from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll immediately call timeout.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here comes the hurry up. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone and is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. QB got it himself. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Throwing right. Holds it in. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Lewis wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Rides the back and leaves it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to...
There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hands, it's James. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
This drive comes from the 27. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going up top. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just feeds the running back. Has the sticks and still on his feet. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Payne. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Baker. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Casey. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Offense walks in the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead of 14.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Got the first down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Red pass, it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Bucks! And the comeback is on.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll line up to go for 2. Lewis to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to...
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Colorado!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Handoff to the single running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-line and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Casey. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off?
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Webb. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The inside handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be for the win. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. To the air, it's Casey. Dances away. Going for it all. Touchdown, TCU! And they're on top here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house, and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, and David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a two-point conversion attempt.